Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here. That's the book. Gonna do a general reading. I'm kind of on a roll with these, and that way there's just a whole shit ton of them. So if anybody ever decides they want to go through and find a random reading, they are welcome to do that. This may or may not apply to you. If it doesn't, that's okay. Oh my God, look for other synchronicities. I jammed my finger, this one yesterday. And you want to know the real reason I'm doing this? Because I'm supposed to go and do readings today, and I'm hoping that I can. All right. What was I saying? Yeah, look for other synchronicities. If any of the cards inspires you or makes you think of a situation or look at it differently, that's important. Numbers, animals. This is going to be short because, again, I got to go. I gotta go. That's funny, not yet. That was a timer for something else. But yeah, timer, gotta go. Maybe you're in a hurry. Okay. Forgot to turn that off earlier. All right. These are all purple. They're not usually all the same color. And whenever I see a color that makes me think of the chakras, like whenever there's an overwhelming color, and purple is your third eye. So, and also, doing my 3 cards. So we have your internal experience. This is the external experience, how you might be appearing to others, how others might feel around you. And then this is as God, universe, spirit sees it, looking down. So yeah, the high priestess, I'm going to go to the God card first. The high priestess, she is about intuition and going within and figuring out what it is that we need to, what we need to know. They keep singing in the back of my mind, slow down, you move too fast. So there could be an element in this of needing to slow down, take your time, deep breath. But the high priestess is going within. So spirit sees you as honing in on your intuition. Spirit is probably even trying to talk to you or send you messages, and you might just be missing it. That's not a judgment or an admonition, but like if you were to sit still, you could have an insight. And, so some people don't like meditating, even though you could just sit there and you're probably going to think that's okay. It's about not judging the thoughts that go through your head. But if that is just too hard, you have too much excess energy or nervousness, do the dishes by hand or something and use that time to like watch, like look at the dish that you're washing and be with the fucking dishes. And then that's like, maybe that will quiet your mind. Like basically do a task. I don't like to listen to music because my brain but everybody's different, but my brain will like grab onto music and start humming it or whatever. Even if it's in my head, it's just music distracts me. As music with words, no way. Because then I listen to the words. But there's something here about sitting and being quiet because the internal energy that we have is strength. As soon as I pulled the strength card out before I even saw the other cards, I was getting this the turtle versus the hare sort of energy, like the turtle It's about being slow and methodical right now, and not necessarily like do do do, but more of like a slow down so that you can hear, so that you can like follow cues and be led. I heard a story one time and I love it, but it was a grandmother would say to her kids, slow down, we're going to be late. Because when we're in a hurry, we forget things, we don't pay attention, we drop the ball. On the outside, the external energy is the hermit. So if you need to draw back from people, if people are being demanding of you, if you're being distracted, take a time out. The hermit is all of these cards are about are going within. The strength card, don't strong arm things, don't make or force things happen. He's getting down to the level of the lion. Strength through kindness and love and grace. So it's being patient and fucking determined. It doesn't change that. You're still determined and focused, but we're not forcing things to work. This is like, now I'm seeing somebody putting something together and trying to force a part in and it breaks. We want to slow down and do things methodically and carefully and listen. Just want to do one more. I don't know what it's going to be about. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. Slow, diligent work. This is rather similar to the reading that I did yesterday. But the Knight of Pentacles, mows the lawn. He's doing earthy stuff. This is like making things happen in our reality with our hands. So, but nobody's going to give him a huge congratulations for mowing the lawn, right? But the whole house is going to look better. The whole property will look better. Property value is higher. There's so much value in work that needs to be done that doesn't get recognized. And that's coming up again. It came up yesterday. Two of Cups. In this deck in particular, it looks like a relationship card. However, they could be at a business meeting. The Two of Cups is really about making connections, making emotional connections. So this is looking at your relationships, looking at the people that are around you. I want to say, are they helping you move forward? That's not what I mean. It's not as like superficial as that. However, are you around people that hold you back, that don't encourage you, that just take up your time, that put noise in your ears? Or do you have connections where you communicate and make things happen and are forward thinking and encouraging? That's what I feel like is coming up there. And maybe someone or someone's like that might be coming into your experience. We're going to do Spirit Animal card. And then I'm going to go. There's a lawnmower right outside my window. I think I have the settings so that hopefully you guys can't hear that. But if you do, oh well, distraction, more distraction. There's a lot of noise in the background. And if you can't hear it, I'm kind of shocked because it's really fucking loud. Owl, magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So you may be shedding people or situations that no longer serve you. But what I am getting especially specifically, I was about to try to combine those words, from the Hermit card. I mean, look at how similar these two are. It's this alone time. Until we quiet down the noise that's going on around us, and get right with ourselves, get aligned with ourselves, connect to the high priestess. That's our inner wisdom. It's also the goddess. Until we can stand back from the noise or tune it out or, go back within, then we're unsure. I get the sense from this reading that we're like just rapid fire responding to things like, oh, emergency here, emergency there, and not everything has to be an emergency. You don't have to answer every siren. And if we would stop and pause and maybe miss one thing altogether, because things get taken care of. There's something cruising on my face right there. And I'm obviously not saying to drop something that's really important, but not everything is an emergency. And if we would slow down, maybe one thing will slip through the cracks, but we will readjust ourselves so that we can then be forward thinking when it comes to all of the other things that are going to follow. It's kind of like when I went to rehab. There were people who didn't know where I was. That's funny. That would be the first thing to pop into my head. But there were people who didn't even know where I was. Bills that had to be paid. None of that fucking mattered because the alternative was way worse. I promise you. Anyway, I've got to get going. If you are interested in a personal reading, my information is below. I hope you have a great day on Earth and peace. Namaste.